How's it going, everybody? It's me, Coach Franklin, here to do, I guess, my third now video. It's been a long hiatus, but the school year is over. Everyone's got plenty of time on their hands. And what I'm going to show you all today is a balance and coordination workout that's really good for runners, basketball players, anybody that needs to work on their athletic balance. One of the problems that happens a lot of times in athletics in our daily life is we develop muscle imbalances. So one side of our body does more work than the other. And these exercises are going to focus on using our body holistically to create stability and balance. The first exercise we're going to do is a dumbbell curl and press, but we're essentially going to turn it into a core exercise. Now, when we talk about core, a lot of times people just think of the abs, but really we want to think of the core as everything from, well, really all the way to your ankles, up to your shoulders, all the little muscles that contribute towards balance and stability when you're moving or even standing still. So, in order to make this a really efficient core exercise, and the first part of this stability and balance circuit, we're going to balance on one leg. Now, when we're balancing on one leg when we do any of these exercises, we don't want to think of our foot as one point of contact. Cameraman, if you could focus on the foot for a second. So we want to think of the foot as really 3 points of contact. Our big toe, our little toe, and our heel, the inside of our heel really. So we want to start with stability there. Then we're going to make sure our pelvis is lined up so our knees are basically parallel to one another. Squeeze our abs, squeeze our glutes, make sure we're standing nice and tall. Then we're going to curl, turn out, and press. Down, curl, turn out, and press down. So we're going to try to aim for 6 to 8 reps per side. I'm going to do the right side just to balance it out. Now what you might find is that one side is more difficult than the other for whatever reason. And that's good, that's okay. Trying to coach and do the exercise at the same time is not that easy. Make sure you're focusing. Do as I say, not as I do. And what you might find is, certain muscles in your left leg get more exercise than they do in their right. Now, if you don't have dumbbells, which are convenient, and I do want to say that you want to use a lighter set of dumbbells than you would normally use if you're doing curls. We can still do this exercise with the backpack, as I showed in a previous video. So what we want to do here is get a nice grip on the backpack. We don't want to use too much weight, because the instability of the backpack is going to make this even more challenging. So in some ways it's almost preferable to the dumbbells. So same idea, but we're going to have our backpack out in front of us. Make sure all the muscles are firing, shoulders kind of lean back. Curl up to our chest. Press overhead nice and slow. Bring it back down. On the other side. All 3 points of contact on the foot. Curl up. Press nice and slow. And bring it down. So that's our first exercise of the circuit, the curl and press, one-legged curl and press. Our next exercise is going to be one-legged, Odin, it's okay, one-legged flies, one-legged hinged flies. So we're going to get nice and stable on one foot, bring the dumbbells out in front of us, and we're hinged over like maybe about 45 degrees. And we're just coming up and back down. Up and down. On the left and on the right, make sure my abs are flexed. Squeeze my glute, make sure everything's all lined up. Now we can also do this exercise again with the backpack. So this time we're going to grab the straps And instead of going out wide, we're just going to come straight up with the weight. So hinged over, straight up. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Just correct and go back to center. And we're going to do these nice and slow, making sure that we're challenging all those small muscles that allow us to move athletically and explosively. All right. So those are the two standing exercises of this circuit. The one-legged dumbbell curl and press or backpack curl and press, and then the one-legged hinged fly or just pull if we're using the backpack. So the next part of our circuit, we're actually going to do on the ground. So Odin, you're going to have to scooch over. She's the star of the show. All right, good girl, Odin. So we're going to first do push-up, alternating shoulder touches. And this is the easier iteration. I'm going to tuck my shirt in just so y'all can see that I've got a nice straight back throughout the entire exercise. We don't want to let our core sag and get lazy. All right, so good push-up position. I'm going to have my legs maybe a little bit wider than I normally would. One thing here we want to focus on is we really want to squeeze our glutes, make sure our glutes are activated, and that's going to help us maintain that strong back as well. All right, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to try to keep my head a little bit up, about 45 degrees, is I'm going to alternate shoulder touches. And, you know, we're going to do this not to failure, but to fatigue, to severe fatigue. So that could be anywhere from 10 reps, 5 on each side, to 20 reps, 10 on each side. Now, if you can do 20 reps, you know, pretty easily, then we're going to move to the more advanced version of this, which is going to involve not just lifting our arms, but also our legs off the ground and extending our arm out instead of to a shoulder touch. So we'll call this alternating leg and arm raises from push-up position. So I've got to make sure that my core is nice and braced. Now I'm going to come up and down, up and down. And what we really want to do is challenge ourselves by trying to get into a pause at that top position. All right, my left shoulder is a little weaker than my right, so it's a little bit more of a challenge there. And once again, we want to be as slow really as possible. So this core and balance circuit, we want to go through all 3 of those exercises. I realize I just really showed you 2 there, but they're kind of sequenced in difficulty 3 times. So single leg curl and press, single leg rows or flies, and then push-up position shoulder taps or alternating arm leg extensions. And really ideally, we want to supplement this into our existing workout routine about once a week to focus on coordination and core stability. Everybody have a great day and go Lions!